Welcome, Muriel.
Well, Jude, as far as I know now, let me just mention the one or two or three procedures I know a woman will undergo before she gives birth. Will be CS, and the other one is normal delivery, and there's another one again, normal delivery, and maybe a cut, you know. One is when the baby is too big to come out through the cervix, and the doctors have to do a little cut here and there. Then immediately after she can give birth, they will stitch. Now, when a woman undergoes, I don't suppose there are children listening now, so I need to be a bit free. Look, when she goes through that cut, they need to stitch it. And the husband needs to know, yeah, definitely he will be aware, and he will know that he has to wait for that stitch to heal a bit. To heal, not even a bit. Because whatever you do, you just open it and just disrupt everything there, and she has to go through it again, all over again. So it is so wrong for you to want to do this, have your conjugal rights when there is a stitch there and it's still fresh. So it can be evil, That means you don't even, do you want to end this woman, or what do you want? That when the woman goes through normal delivery, the healing process is a bit fast. It cannot, most times, even doctors, maybe they will say it depends on the woman, but it is a bit fast, especially with the hot water system. And then when it's normal like that, and she goes through hot water for a month or close to 2 months, I think everything must not be that rough, with your wife. Rough will understand, okay, if your husband can wait for you with all the new disease going around, and if you can hold himself and say it's his wife he wants, do one or two, to see that how you can just ease him, calm him down. You can, in 2 months' time, you can try as calm as it can be.
So you think the men should be aware that they should wait 1 month?
They should. Why wouldn't you wait? Sorry, Claire. Why wouldn't you wait? Especially when the woman did CS. Now, for the CS, is very painful. The stomach, that area is, in fact, even for her to even walk for also 1 month is not easy, So I just want to tell as well that there are other means. It must not be through that. There are other means to ease your husband. A woman can learn to do one or two, to calm him down, or let him just wait until that's
the time. Okay.
But it must not be through there. There are other ways you can calm your husband down.
All right, thank you very much. Muriel, this one says, good morning. You see, you seem to have a knack these days of pinching people in the right places. I'm not pinching anybody. Please. Let's point of correction. My job is not to pinch, but only to ask questions and share information. But this is a very valid conversation that seemingly gets to be forgotten, particularly for our women in the rural areas. It's one of the reasons why you get to find some people barely 10 months, Jude, after their baby, they seem pregnant already. They are coming for another antenatal care. Men should learn to wait. It's not easy, but it is not impossible. All right. It is not easy, but it's not impossible. All right, we're back after this break.
What is a conversation on radio without feedbacks from you, the listener? As your number one station for talk, we pride ourselves in not just having engaging conversations that will enlighten, inform, educate, and sometimes even entertain you. From social issues, politics, business, or the stories making the headlines, we make you the center of those conversations by getting your thoughts and opinions too. We would love to hear from you. Be a part of our conversations in Nigeria Info FM Port Harcourt and share your views via the following outlets. Call us live on 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. Or drop a message for us at Nigeria Info PH on X and at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Ensure to always be civil and keep your conversations in tandem with the ongoing discussion. Also try to be brief and straight to the point so other contributors and contributions can also be accommodated. Nigeria Info FM. Real people, real conversations. Let's talk. What is a conversation on radio without feedbacks from you, the listener? As your number one station for talk, we pride ourselves in not just having engaging conversations that will enlighten, inform, educate, and sometimes even entertain you. From social issues, politics, business, or the stories making the headlines, we make you the center of those conversations by getting your thoughts and opinions too. We would love to hear from you. Be a part of our conversations in Nigeria Info FM Port Harcourt and share your views via the following outlets. Call us live on 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. Or drop a message for us at Nigeria Info PH on X and at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Ensure to always be civil and keep your conversations in tandem with the ongoing discussion. Also try to be brief and straight to the point so other contributors and contributions can also be accommodated. Nigeria Info FM. Real people, real conversations. Let's talk. What is a conversation on radio without feedbacks from you, the listener? As your number one station for talk, we pride ourselves in not just having engaging conversations that will enlighten, inform, educate, and sometimes even entertain you. From social issues, politics, business, or the stories making the headlines, we make you the center of those conversations by getting your thoughts and opinions too. We would love to hear from you. Be a part of our conversations in Nigeria Info FM Port Harcourt and share your views via the following outlets. Call us live on 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. Or drop a message for us at Nigeria Info PH on X and at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Ensure to always be civil and keep your conversations in tandem with the ongoing discussion. Also try to be brief and straight to the point so other contributors and contributions can also be accommodated. Nigeria Info FM. Real people, real conversations. Let's talk. What is a conversation on radio without feedbacks from you, the listener? As your number one station for talk, we pride ourselves in not just having engaging conversations that will enlighten, inform, educate, and sometimes even entertain you. From social issues, politics, business, or the stories making the headlines, we make you the center of those conversations by getting your thoughts and opinions too. We would love to hear from you. Be a part of our conversations in Nigeria Info FM Port Harcourt and share your views via the following outlets. Call us live on 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. Or drop a message for us at Nigeria Info PH on X and at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Ensure to always be civil and keep your conversations in tandem with the ongoing discussion. Also try to be brief and straight to the point so other contributors and contributions can also be accommodated. Nigeria Info FM. Real people, real conversations. Let's talk. What is a conversation on radio without feedbacks from you, the listener? As your number one station.
Conversation today is postpartum challenges. Now, very, very often when people get to hear about postpartum challenges, it's the depression part, particularly on the side of the female, which we have, I like to believe, talked about. And I would love to revisit that conversation at a later date. That's when the woman, feels, low, feels unhappy. Yes, the child is here. The bouncing baby boy or baby girl that they've all prayed and wished for has come through. But you see, the process of pregnancy and labor has messed up with her insides. Hormones are shooting left, right, and center. Things she didn't used to think about are being thought about. The baby cries very often. She is stretched literally to her elastic limit, and sometimes she just wants to sleep. And then it becomes more, strenuous, particularly when there isn't any help for her, particularly from immediate family members or maybe paid maids or whatnot. That's why back in those days, it was not unusual to have, what you call wet mothers, a wet nurse. It was a very common practice in the European on the European continent in the Victorian times. So if you were wealthy enough, when your wife would give birth, they would take the baby and give to a wet nurse, person who will breastfeed the baby, make sure that after the mother breastfeeds, the woman takes over, in case, just so that the wife isn't overly stressed. And then comes the issue that a lot of people these days are not paying very close attention to: conjugal rights. The fact that this woman is your wife does not necessarily mean that, as my Mike done born 2 weeks now, 2 weeks now you born, no, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I'm a man, I'm a dogu. I need to visit you. No one say you can't, but the question here is, once again, particularly for those of you who are experienced in these matters, I'm very, very careful with the choice of words this morning so we can keep it as educative and as informative as possible. So what exactly would you consider the fair amount of time to wait before you go and visit your wife? Because the literature in front of me says 4 to 6 weeks, and it's individualistic in nature. That there are some women maybe who have had children, or maybe this is their fourth or their third child, so their bodies are pretty much comfortable with the whole process, and they miss the hug and warmth of their partner, right? But this issue, ladies and gentlemen, has led to very, very heavy strains in marriages, in relationships. Some women become so insecure that they've not even gotten the smell of their baby, ingrained in them. You know how mothers are so attached to their babies as soon as they are born? They are thinking of, how do I keep Papa Emeka happy? How do I keep my Okomi, happy? Before this my husband, Baba Femi will not leave. He will not go and branch where one man united a bar and they are drinking. As they are drinking, he will not go and fall on top of one woman. No, I don't want Man U and Arsenal problem to come and make my husband now remember that he has not seen his yawo in a while. And so some women would risk their own physical and mental health to come and be with their husbands. Help us, please. I don't know.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk. On 92.3 Nigeria Info.
08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230002, 08179230003. These are the numbers you can use to call us and have a conversation. Share your thoughts with us. On Facebook and X, you can use the handle at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us, at Nigeria Info PH. Our WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. And that number is strictly for the reception of messages. All right, WhatsApp messages preferably. Okay, just call that, just send the message right to that number, and we'll read your text and get your views on this particular conversation. Postpartum challenges is our port of call this morning. I'll tell you why. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, please.
My name is Joy.
Welcome, Joy. Thank you for joining us.
All right. I would like to share my own part of the story on this conversation.
Yes, please.
All right. I gave birth through CS, and it was just 7 days. And my husband was like, and all of that. I couldn't hold it again because
7 days.
7 days after it, I was just discharged from the hospital like 3 days. I've been in the hospital for like 4 days, so it makes it 1 week. I allowed him, but I wasn't happy.
Oh dear.
I was emotionally not ready. I was mentally unstable because the whole process drained me. It's my first issue.
Oh dear.
So the whole thing, I was just like, is this man really knowing what I'm going through at the moment? So persons who haven't gone through it, they don't know what women are going through.
Did you tell him afterwards? Did you try to explain to him?
I can't just find myself talking to him because I see at the moment it was insensitive. I was very disappointed.
But even after the conjugal visit, did you call him and say, honey, that time that this thing happened, I was not happy. Have you spoken to him about this, please?
He won't just buy it. Like, how long do you want him to wait? That he has searched, he has surfed through the net, and he saw that it's safe for him to do all of that.
After a week after you gave birth.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but how long did he have to wait? Did you guys stop having conjugal visits? During your pregnancy, I'm sure maybe 8-9 months. Was he waiting for so long?
Not at all. Even few days too in the hospital. he couldn't just hold himself. So the emotional stuff, it was really draining me.
Okay, all right. So I can't pry any further. I'd like to appreciate you for calling and sharing this story. I'm sure there are millions of people who are listening. But is it my understanding? Correct me that you are still not happy with what transpired with your partner, with your husband. And I'm going to ask you: is this something you are willing to bring up with him? Maybe go and speak to a doctor together. Is this something you consider?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
It's not somebody that is exposed. It's well exposed. It's well exposed person. So there's nothing you will do that he will not have his way around it. He will have something to say. So.
But you have something to say. You were not happy. So you cannot tell your husband that you were not happy about what happened.
I told him, sir, but it was like, how long do I want him to wait? Because even after everything, the pain came back again, very severe.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm no doctor, but I would suggest that maybe you should find a way to tell him and maybe get a doctor to also speak to him. But thank you very much for sharing your story with us this morning.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. I wasn't the only one that heard that, right? You heard it as well. 92.3 Nigeria for good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
I'm Stephen Williams.
What's your
Williams.
Gloria?
Williams.
Oh, Williams. Oh, good morning, Mr. Williams. Please, could you speak directly to your microphone? We're struggling to hear you, please.
Okay. Let me call back.
Please do. All right. Thank you. We'd love to get to hear from you. Let's get to the WhatsApp line and read your comments. Jude, good morning. My chairman of Bola and Fish. Please, the word is called epistotome. Okay, I do want to use episiotomy. I don't want to use the the medical term. Episiotomy. Now, my Auntie Anne from Africa was trying to mention it, but couldn't remember. It's a surgical incision made the perineum during child. This person sounds very scientific oriented, but very anatomy based. Yes, the perineum. That's the ball area. That's where everybody has where your right and your left hip come together. That's that space. That area is called your perineum. All right. So postpartum is real. Some women would want to get rid of their child. African men are not very well informed about this situation. I am not married for now, but my final would be, if it takes two to tango, more sensitization should be done, even during courtship and religious places, ahead of what to expect. Chiagoze, AG Bolenfish Secretary, thank you very much, Chiagoze. Very informative there. It's real, gentlemen, it is real. Some women, I'm very shocked that this woman couldn't tell her husband. 90.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Jude, Mr. Zion, good morning to you.
Good morning, please.
An issue. You made mention of Omugo, which to a large extent is panacea to this issue of postpartum depression. But unfortunately, no university in Nigeria has carried out a study on Omugo. Whereas this is supposed to be a project termed for discourse in this environment where Omugo is prevalent. Is it not funny? But we end up giving them project topics that has no meaning, that has no development to our society, no implication to our coexistence. In short, at the end of everything, they won't bundle some of those projects, they burn them, they throw them away, and students waste money. Tell me, how can we grow out of this primitive way of education in the modern day society? This Omugo can be studied here and be exported. That is the fundamental reason of Omugo. This postpartum depression, to save the mother and give the mother a space to bond with the child. Sir, look at this discussion. Even the research you brought there was even lopsided. But thank God a woman does call. On the side of the man, what if the man is a man that has a high libido? He will wait for 4 months to 6 months, for 6 weeks. Whenever we stand up to know more than our ancestors, we always end up in problem. Is it a crime to have 2 wives? 3 wives and 4 and
Okay. So that could be a way. That could be a way.
These are just all how it happened. That is why here in Africa, there is a name for the first wife, name for the second wife, name for the fourth wife, and the rest of it all. I'm the German from Bayelsa State. I will tell you categorically clear on this. If this is never practical, we cannot have a name for it. I've arranged a lot of us here. In your language, what is the name of cell phone? Don't describe it for me. What is the name of cell phone? The GSM in your hand. It has no name because it's never part of us. But look at the word Omugo. Is part of us, a name handed over to us. Yejere is the name of the woman a man got married to. While Kurere is another name given to a woman that owns the house. Awodiere, another name for the third wife. We stood up one day, marry one wife, and start causing problems everywhere.
Okay, fine. So, wait. No. You have to answer that question. How long then should a man wait for a visit to his wife after birth? Because it's very possible, and I have seen this, that the first wife is pregnant, the second wife too is pregnant.
And there's no way the third wife will be pregnant.
But must the man marry 3 wives?
Must you starve him?
So what then? What? Wait.
You are pregnant or you want to put to birth to a child.
So what then? How long? What then should the man do? How long should he wait in your own local way?
All men does not have same libido.
True.
Some are so high they need it every day.
Okay.
Some have it to the point they just want it once a week.
Okay.
Some even once a month.
Okay.
Some they don't even need it at all. They just want the wife to be there like a trophy. So will you use this study to go and induct to a man that the libido is high, that he needs it every day?
That's why the study said it's individualistic and it gave a range. So for you, what then is an appropriate time? Let's say you know somebody that has wait, Zion, to be fair. Let's assume you know somebody who has a very high libido. He must have it every 2 or 3 days. His 2 wives, right? If he's that kind of person, maybe even his 3 wives are all pregnant. Or let's say he doesn't have money to marry 2 wives. He has just 1. So how long should he wait in your own expertise? How long should he wait?
If he asks me to advise such a man with high libido and may not give him advice he needs, we may end up having problem. If I tell him, okay.
So how long?
Before I leave the floor. Sir, go and study the scriptures. All men that got married to one wife, have issues with their relationship with God. But go and check the ones that got married to 2, 3, 4, 5 wives. Go and see their relationship with God. Some of them, God called them the man of behind my heart, after my heart.
Mr. Zion.
Some of them, God so prosper them that their wealth can never be found.
Fine, Mr. Zion, but not everybody fit there. Not everybody fits that description. You still didn't answer the question. Yes, he makes a lot of sense in terms of the fact that if you are a polygamist, maybe your first wife, your second wife, but these days, how many people marry more than 2 wives? How many? Right, and that's why in some traditions, like we learned in the query, there is the kept woman. The woman, but what if that kept woman herself is even pregnant or has just given birth? What if the kept woman or your second wife has just put to bed, but the first wife, for example, is breastfeeding, and maybe that period she's still in pain. What does he do now? Is that the reason why he will not say, you know what, 2 is good, let's get 3 or maybe 4. I don't know. I'm not saying getting 2 or more wives is wrong or right. No. But the question is for that particular, because at some point in time, even if he has 4 wives and he goes round all the other 3, he may still want to come back to this very one. The Nkechi, the onyonyo of his life. That onyonyo, he wants to come back. But the onyonyo is not ready. What do you want him to? What should he do? What should she do? The lady that called said, look, she was in pain. But she let her husband have his way. She's not been able to tell the husband that, see, I'm not happy. How many of you heard her? Just before she even gave birth. Just before she gave birth, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. That's the call line. Call us and talk to us. WhatsApp here. This one says, that last caller has some very weird opinions. Very, very well. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Talking about Mr. Zion. I saw the story online and it was a very gory read, especially for someone who has an idea of how the anatomy works. The same, always advised by the hospital, is 6 weeks to allow your body heal, but it is still dependent on your wife to decide when she is ready, else you could be abusing your wife if she's not emotionally and physically ready. It don't get it. So she may be physically ready, but not emotionally ready. She may be emotionally ready, but not physically ready. That's what Don't Get It is saying. 90.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning. Oh dear. 90.3 Nigerian for good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, please.
I want to actually contribute.
Yes, please.
Concerning the program going on.
Yes, please, go on.
young man. I'm not married yet. But I want to say a last scholar. Look, if you want to go to scripture, the Bible says that God created them one man, one woman. Even when Jesus Christ came, he said, God created that a man should leave his mother and his father and cling to his wife. Now, coming to the program, the topic at hand. I'm not married, I'm not experience, but the truth of the matter is, you choose to your wife. How can you want to process after 9 months, give birth, and you cannot hold yourself like, I don't know if you start libido or libido. The central motive is on love. If you cannot get your wife, I will take. Even the woman that is, I don't know, I want to go outside. You don't even love yourself because I'm not a medical practitioner, but I know that it must be some kind of, let's say, repercussion or issues. Because if you want to pursue a child and then you're having polygamous as your husband, today, I don't know what medical but I think that there should be certain times for a man to make. There should be a certain time for a woman
to wait.
Take care of your baby. But I see that one thing that is lacking is that when we deviate from the word of God, because I don't see any reason why probably I'm married and then if I'm a woman, I'm married to my husband, I don't trust him. If I'm not trusting because of his education, then that home itself is not based on the foundation it's supposed to be rather. Because if I'm married to you and my wife gets birth, I don't see why I should not have any time soon. Let her get healed because it's the process. Because during this 9 months, she's
going through a lot.
Sometimes you want to other things. The baby is disturbing. And sometimes when the baby comes, the man is busy snoring at night, and the woman is taking care of the baby. To keep you that joy for you to long this for your wife or take care of that to yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Not too clear towards the end. One more promise on WhatsApp says, for me, I think everything depends on maturity and understanding. The woman is yours and the man is hers. There should be no need rushing each other for something that belongs to you. In my case, the woman should decide what time and period is best for such to take place because she bears the burden. One quote promise. Hi, Jude. Ever heard of puerperal psychosis or on the softer mode, postpartum blues? Yes, that's what we're talking about. Now, postpartum coitus alongside episiotomy have proven to be predominant cause of most recorded postpartum blues. Meanwhile, on the issue of wet nurses, do you know that breastfeeding is a natural form of contraception, family planning? As Celia says, yes, I heard that very often if a woman is breastfeeding, if the woman is producing milk, it cannot be in the family way again. That place is locked. Nothing they happen. Ladies, marry a kind man, he get why. And as much as possible, try not to get pregnant for any man who doesn't love you.
Nigeria Info will be right back.
One day now, one day. Walk no go rest day. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you no day complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. You know, go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
love being in your skin. Oh, you love being in your skin. Yeah, you love being in your skin. Oh, with fresher.
With Fresh Air, it's more than just clean skin. It's skin that feels fresh, looks healthy, and makes you love being in it. Fresh Air, be you. A quality brand from Daraju.
You love being in your skin. Fresher, with fresher.
Port Harcourt, are you ready for a blast? It's Super Summer Blast Funderland Edition, the biggest family fun day of the year. Bouncing castles, tasty treats, family games, horse riding, raffle draws, fashion parades, performances by your favorite celebrities, and so much more. Plus, so many gift items and cash prizes to be won. Happening on Friday, September 5th at the Polo Club, Tomia Street, GRA, Port Harcourt. Gate